project sort of started roughly 30 years ago with just putting some boxes out and then cleaning them out. I got on the scene the mid-2000s where I was asked to help. Hey, can you come up and help clean out these boxes? And I did. And at that time, all we knew was the box was used just because of the whitewash that's inside the box. Over time, Madison Audubon had funds, built some boxes, and we started installing them in the greater northern Dane County area, southern Columbia County area. At that same time, we had a couple Eagle Scout projects from Boy Scouts in the area. They wanted a project, and we said, sure, here's some locations, build the boxes. We gave them the plans, they purchased the material, we gave them an idea where to put them, they installed them. The only thing they needed to do was tell us where they were, and then we would start monitoring them. Over time, we're now up to over 150 boxes in 7 counties. And also, that's meant that more people are involved with monitoring. They're all volunteers. Through Madison Audubon and other organizations, they've just, through word of mouth, have helped out. This box was planned in this location because of the open prairie setting that we have here. Kestrels are a falcon, a small falcon, smallest in North America, and they prefer wide open places. So that was why we selected this spot for this box. This particular box, you'll note, has got 2 4x4s. One is in the ground about 4 feet, and then the second one goes up and it holds the birdhouse itself. The reason we went with this type of structure was for ease of cleaning. We have 2 bolts that you can see here. We're going to remove one, and we'll be able to tip the box down and we can clean it out. During the season, when we do the actual monitoring, we'll stick either a cell phone in and it'll take a picture, or we'll use what I have that I've been using for quite a few years. I've got a pole with a little spy camera on the top and a monitor at the bottom. And the reason we do this is we're able to determine when the first eggs are laid, which is roughly in the Madison area around the end of April, beginning of May. Then the month of May, the adults will incubate the eggs. The kestrels' eggs will stay eggs for approximately 30 days. Then they'll hatch, and we'll come back and monitor how many of the eggs actually hatched. And because we have information on the age, we can stick the camera in, see what the chicks look like, and we'll know, are they a newly hatched bird, or are they 10 days, 12 days, 18 days old? We're able to tell how old they are. And then at a later date, toward the end of June, approximately 30 days after hatching, they will fledge, and then they're off on their own. As far as the monitoring, we keep track of when the first egg's laid, when the eggs hatch, and how many chicks are there, and the approximate time of fledging. All of that information goes to the Peregrine Fund. That's the umbrella organization, and under the Peregrine Fund is the American Kestrel Project, and then all that data is collected by them. Madison Audubon has a bunch of monitors. There's 20 of us. We're all citizen scientists, and what we do is we provide information to the American Kestrel Project, and those scientists takes our data and they try to determine why the kestrel population is declining. This is an old style camera that I've had for quite a few years. I have a light at the end of the pole that I turn on, and then I turn on my monitor, and what I can do is place the camera inside the box. I can look in the monitor and then I can determine whatever it is that we're trying to find.
Take your monitoring device and put it on a pole, and I set my cell phone to 10-second delay so I can take a photo. Otherwise, if you have an inspection camera, just stick it on the end of the pole, put it up to the box, let it take the picture, give it a couple seconds to be inside. All right, take a look. And right now I have an unoccupied box.
Sir, you want to come over and take a look and see what this looks like? So you can see that if there was eggs or chicks in there, we'd be able to see. Yeah. And because we do have information on what chicks look like each day of their life, if chicks were in there, we could say how old they are. Where we're going to clean this box out. It's the beginning of September. The kestrels that if they were here they would have fledged. They're off learning how to be adult kestrels. The adults are off hunting on their own. So what we're going to do now is we're going to give a demo on how this box comes down. We're going to clean it out. We'll put it back up and it'll be ready for next season. We have our box attached with bolts. I found that just screwing the boxes on the 4x4s, the vibration has caused the screws to break and it falls off. But since we've gone with bolts, they've been staying on real well. Then we also have a wire here, so that way we're able to open the box without any tools. So what we're going to do is I'm going to lay this on the ground and Sarah's going to clean it out for us. So just throw all the debris off the side and then take the cutting knife and just scrape it out. This is a starling nest. A lot of grass. If there was a house sparrow, that's another bird that gets in. They fill the thing up with grass. This particular box, we're actually going to be digging this up and moving it, but if this was a box that would be staying in place, when Sarah got done cleaning it out, we'd put in anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of pine wood chips in there. It doesn't have to be pine, it just can't be sawdust. Always scrape all that out. The reason that you put the wood chips in there is when the kestrel comes next spring to lay eggs, the wood chips insulates the egg from the bottom. I found that, not I found, but it's been noted that if the eggs lay directly on the bottom of the box, they'll get too cold and they won't hatch. So the wood chips gives it the insulation so they stay viable. Okay, we're going to put it back together. Like I said, if this box was going to stay here, we'd put the wood chips in. Just hinge her back up.